All right. Build the perfect burger.
The perfect burger?
Build your perfect
Ooh.
burger.
So it would be a Hawaiian sweet roll bun.
Nice start.
With Thousand Island.
Okay.
Then for me, my perfect burger, I like raw onions. So I'm going to have raw onions. I'm going to have Nuski's bacon.
Did you know what that was until recently?
No.
Okay.
The first time I had it, I've seen it on menus ever since. The first time I had it was in Alaska. Probably not. But that's how
you're a fan of his bacon.
I'm a fan of his bacon.
Okay.
Come on, Nuski.
So we got raw onions, bacon.
Then I'm going to have lettuce, iceberg.
Okay.
But quite a bit. I like a lot of lettuce on my burgers. You don't?
I like lettuce for the crunch, but too much is a portable salad.
No. I love it. I also want cheese.
What kind of cheese?
Probably American cheese.
Okay.
I'm gonna do. I like the classic burger. I'm gonna do some Kobe beef, cooked medium. We're doing pickles.
Okay.
Salt and pepper on the actual
You are building a good old-fashioned American cheeseburger.
I love it. I love
bacon cheeseburger.
Bacon cheeseburgers. I love classic cheeseburgers.
Crispy bacon or that wet?
It's crispy.
Well, the way I describe both of those really lean towards the crispy. But you know what the other one I'm talking about is kind of like glistening, but it's a little bit chewy.
Like McDonald's
it's still
bacon?
done, huh?
Like McDonald's bacon?
No, like when you get I feel like when you get a bacon cheeseburger anywhere, you're risking either like a crispy bacon, like you bite and like BLT bacon, or that one that's kind of like just like not it's cooked but just not crispy, you know.
Yeah, I want crispy. I like applewood bacon too.
That sounded like a good burger. I feel like that was a cheeseburger, you know. What are the special things that you throw on it?
But if I was going to make it different, it's really about
to switch it up.
Honestly, it's really about how the meat is seasoned for me. So I have a seasoned blend that I use on my meats. So
what about ingredient wise? Like if you were to I'll give an example. Like I like the ones that have like the jalapenos in it or something, like the spicy burger. Or the Western burgers with the barbecue sauce and the onion rings.
I really don't order any other type of burger, and if
you
they
don't just pizzazz it up?
Not really. Honestly, like when I go somewhere, if I look at the ingredients and I'm like, I will ask for a side of mayonnaise, a side of ketchup, hold the aioli sauce.
Oh, you have to put it on by yourself,
and then I'll do it myself, which probably leads us to our burger competition that I lost to the chef. Do you remember that? In Seattle.
Where?
Seattle, you ordered the burger the way the chef prepared it, the way it was supposed to be prepared.
Oh, and you tried to do all the remixes and stuff like that.
I did it my way, and you won
and your way was trash.
It wasn't trash.
But it wasn't as good.
It was
And the chef was probably like, yeah, nigga.
What was it? It was tomato jam that threw me off.
That's why it is the way it is.
It was tomato jam that threw me off. I never heard of tomato jam before.
Because you get cheeseburgers everywhere, and you don't ever venture off from the beaten path.
I've noticed
there's so many good burgers out there, except guacamole. For some reason, I don't like guacamole. I'm just thinking of all the Carl's Jr.'s burgers. Just because I think they covered a lot of the ones that are in real life. I think that the guacamole on the burger, I love guac.
Yeah.
Don't like it on the burger. Just like I like onion rings on burgers.
Oh, no.
Don't like them as a side. Fries work as a side and not in burgers. It's very strange.
I don't like onion rings on burgers.
It's so weird. I like them on burgers as a side. I feel like they're good, but I would never order onion rings instead of fries.
When I make my ones at home,
Onion rings?
No, my burgers at
I was
home.
about to say. He was at the
No.
crib making onion rings.
Nope. When I'm at home, I like to put my burgers on regular bread, home pride bread.
Oh, that's funny. There's something about looking at a burger patty on a piece of regular bread. It's weird. Does it become a melt?
I don't know.
I feel like burgers need buns.
Not homemade burgers.
When you build a burger with just wheat, like with the little, what are those called? The little loaf ears.
Oh, the booty bread. The booty bread.
No. Booty bread implies the ends of
The
the
ends.
I'm saying
Oh.
like when you every slice has little ears. What do you call
You
that?
come up with this. I don't know.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay.
Ears?
Every slice. Think about a slice of bread. If you were to draw
Uh-huh.
it, you put the little ears on it.
Oh my God. The top of the bread.
Yeah.
Why are you calling it ears?
That's what I'm saying. Like, does that have a name? I'm just because how it's
The
sliced.
shape?
How it's sliced implies some little. you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows what I'm talking about though. The sliced bread ears.
Sliced bread ears. This is not a thing.
I'm just saying the shape of a piece of bread. If I drew a perfect square and I was like, it's a piece of bread, you'd be like, no, it isn't. But if I drew a square with some ears, you wouldn't be like, oh, Mickey Mouse with a square jaw. You'd be like, oh, that's a
Ears?
slice of bread.
How come they're not shoulders?
Why
They
the
look
hell would
more
they be
like
shoulders?
than ears.
Because that implies you're just drawing a midsection
shoulders.
with no head. If it's by
If it's
itself,
two ears.
if it's by itself, it just implies it's a head, which is normal. You see Mickey Mouse's head all the time. You don't ever see Mickey Mouse's just torso somewhere and be
Wait.
like Disney. Like, nigga, why is that part of the mouse?
Boom. So the bread goes like this.
Right, so why the hell would that be shoulders?
Because the curve looks more like a shoulder
and
than
then
an
no
ear.
head?
What kind of bread are we talking about? What kind of bread?
Draw a piece
Mickey
of
Mouse bread?
Draw a slice of bread right now.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
Interesting top. You went like this. First of all, I don't know what slice of bread is like that. But you drew a Happy Meal. But you still took it upon yourself to make two lumps on the top.
The shoulders.
If those were shoulders, that implies you just drew a headless torso.
So
why does
it's
that
not a
make
full
more
body.
sense than a head with ears, which we see all the time?
because I don't get the visual of ears on the bread.
Were you about to show me a slice of bread?
Yes.
I remember what they look like. I don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. Anyway. Okay, this is why this came up.
Oh, you're talking about those slices with on the sides. I'm talking. See, we were talking about two different shapes of breads. You're talking about that, right?
Yeah. What kind of
Okay.
slice are you talking about?
I was talking about like home pride bread. That's really the only kind of sandwich bread I eat.
Can I see what that looks like? And the shoulders that must be on it because you died on that hill.
Oh.
I was thinking of just regular white slices of bread with a burger in between, burger meat and fixins. It just looks
shit.
weird.
It does look like ears. You're right.
Are you about to show me the exact same thing that I was talking about?
Yes.
That's what I was talking about.
I'm a bit hungover.
Oh my! You see, you forgot what bread looks.
Shit.
I was drinking last night. What's the shape of bread?
Damn, I had the top of the bread looking like an M.
Why are you just now seeing what you drew? We all saw it, and it was wrong.
It is ears. Oh, it's so cute. Now that I look at it like ears.
Well,
I have a hangover, y'all. Last night was mad real.
was you eating burgers with slices of bread with
And
shoulders on them?
Shoulder bread.
Is that how it ended?
It didn't, but it should have.
It should have It should have ended with struggle burgers. That's what those are called. If you don't have buns, that's either a burger sandwich or a struggle burger. Okay, so with my thread this week, I've noticed I've just been doing a lot of smut, a lot of sex.
Yeah,
I've been saying the word pussy at an all-time high. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I actually have said that on the show.
Are you cleaning up your act?
For this episode, I am.
Okay.
Even though I said the P word. I'm going mystery.
Mystery?
Yep. I found a very interesting thread. Hopefully I'm going to try to get through all my favorite ones. But if I read fast, I can probably go through more. But these are crazy ocean mysteries.
Oh, your favorite.
Mm-hmm.
You love
the ocean. Some of them are incredibly interesting, including an Atlantis in Japan, a Japanese Atlantis. Atlantis.
It's underwater?
Probably. Ocean mysteries, Atlantis. If it was out of water, it would be just a place in Japan.
What do you call it, Atlantis?
And it wouldn't be an ocean mysteries. It would just be niggas in Japan.
Shit.
What you pulling up with?
Hair.
A thread.
Thread about hair.
Okay. It's just one of those like women empowerment things. I am not my hair. Who sang that?
India Irie. No, it's not. It's not a women's empowerment thing. It's more so the favorite hairstyles that men like to see on women.
Nice.
I did a thread and it showed out.
Okay.
I was actually kind of shocked.
We dictate what you guys, how you guys
You tried.
do
Don't
stuff to
finish.
your own bodies. It's a man's world. Isn't that crazy?
It's not true. So
Isn't
no.
that insane?
There are people that really, really do think like that.
Yeah, I need my woman to have shaved on the left side, hair swung over this side, comb over, bald in the back.
Comb over and bald in the back?
Comb over, bald in the back.
Think about your favorite
Do it,
hairstyle.
women. I am. I like quite a few. I would love to put my input in this.
Okay. I was like, let it out.
All right, how we choosing? Rochambeau.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, rock, bomb, scissors.
Okay.
I'm ready. Where you at? You trying to jump in this episode? All right, 1, 2, 3, go. All right, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. How does that work? We blow each other up?
Yeah.
Okay, all fatalities. All right.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, go.
Snipped your ass.
For the bomb twice.
Snipped him.
Dang it. That'd
Hey,
be crazy if you had a whole, like, operation to blow something up and a nigga with scissors thwarted it. Your plan took 3 years and a nigga with left-handed scissors.
Left-handed scissors?
And he was right-handed. That's how easy it was.
That's kind of hard. Hey, have you ever tried to use left-handed scissors?
Yeah, I had to use my left hand.
I'm sure, but it's different.
Yeah.
It is like...
I was such a rebel. I put them on my right hand, though, and I was like, this kind of still cuts paper. Fuck the system.
Wow. You
ever have crazy
go
scissors?
against the grain, huh?
The crazy scissors that, like, do crazy designs and squiggles.
The wiggles.
Who the hell needed that?
Kids. It's for your imagination and
yeah,
fun.
but what the... I guess if what you were doing was cutting paper, which is a stupid
Would you buy your
game.
kids the squiggly scissors?
No.
See, you're horrible.
Straight up staple scissors. Figure it out. Nobody wants a squiggly line.
Yes, they do. Kids do.
What if a nigga grows up and is doing contracts and cutting up with squiggly line paper? And he's just like, this is
Squiggly.
all I know.
Squiggly line.
It was like a divorce contract
squiggly
with squiggly lines, with squiggly edges.
It's for children.
I'm just saying, if a nigga grew up and never grew past squiggly line
Well,
scissors,
then that's
and he was doing hella important W9s and shit.
Why is he even cutting
That's
the
what I was
W9?
thinking, too.
Period.
Like if he printed out like a shitload of them and had to cut them apart.
No.
Niggas really don't need scissors anymore if you think about it.
Shit.
It's really for not
Opening boxes.
opening boxes and like
Packages.
around the house stuff. Like in office paperwork, I don't see anybody using really scissors. Like that.
Well, business owners.
I also haven't been in an
Definitely.
office in a very long time.
Yeah, scissors are definitely a necessity. My scissors, they have legs.
You be scissoring?
Wow.
You knew somebody was gonna go
And
for it.
I knew somebody would
How
be
long
you.
can you talk about scissors
I
before
can talk
somebody's
about
gonna ask?
scissors without that ever coming up.
Okay, my bad. All right.
But what I was saying was my scissors have legs because no matter what, I will put my scissors. You're so immature
I still don't know what my scissors has legs thing
because I'm trying to tell you right now, but you're laughing.
Because there's no other way to think of that besides sexually. My scissors legs. My scissors are wet.
No. See, you said you was taking a break.
I'm sorry. You're right.
So I'm saying no matter where I put my scissors, they're never there when I come back. That sounds like a sad story for a guy.
What kind of lame ass Pixar movie is going on in your room? The scissors
I
wake up.
don't know. I'd be like, where are my scissors? Every time I'm looking for the scissors, I swear.
Surprise story.
I buy scissors for every room of the house, and they disappear.
Lame ass movie.
I don't know why they disappear. You know what? When they make the movie about the traveling scissors, I'm coming back to this. You know how DJ Self told Cardi B she would never her music would never really amount to anything?
Fucking no. Who is that? Why do you know
So
this conversation?
on Love and Hip Hop, because it's pretty iconic, he was basically telling Cardi B that her music wasn't going to do nothing. He wouldn't help her.
Yikes.
And then, boom, Bodak Yellow.
That's insane. Oh, right after that?
Not too long after, she
And
was
it didn't-
begging him.
It didn't stop going up. That's the craziest part.
Right. She was begging him, like, listen to my music. And basically he told her,
If I was a record executive, I would hire him as an A&R and do reverse, because that's so wrong. I would be like, who in here is the worst artist? And I would sign that nigga immediately.
Right, exactly.
You can't give advice about anything after that in life.
So he's kind of that's what I know him as, the nigga who didn't believe in Cardi B.
That's crazy.
Don't be that guy about my traveling scissors.
Okay. I already pitched. It's a supply story. It's like,
You told me it's lame though.
it is lame. It's not gonna do better than Toy Story, but I think that if
See?
I mean, at this point, they'll take any ideas.
Because
Scissors and a stapler, waking up and getting all the supplies to go to Home Office Depot and save their friends. That could work.
yeah, it could be like a family of scissors got separated from each other, and before they went to the junkyard, I purchased them from some type of store, some type of like vintage store.
Yeah, let's scrap it. The toys would just be office supplies. I don't think the kids
and then
would like
they
them.
were reunited with their grandfather later. I think it's I think it has potential.
What's your thread?
I told you what my thread was, but since I snipped you, hey, would you ever get snipped?
Vasectomy?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gotten snipped already?
No. It's kind of cool, though. I like the idea of shooting blanks.
Wow.
Turn sex into an action scene. You know what I'm saying?
See?
It'll be like an action movie. Just like,
Wow.
everybody okay? Cut.
Wow. That's wild. Okay, I'm bringing it back up.
Be Max Payne in the coochie.
Bye. All right. I didn't specify this to the fellas. I just asked, period. What's your favorite hairstyle on a woman?
Okay.
88,000 views. Nice. But got quite a few responses. The first one, he said, the bob or a wrap. A woman looks their finest with these two hairstyles. A wrap?
I fuck with the wrap.
Okay.
The silk wrap, either tied up, which it usually is, or the new so some girls be tying it like the Ninja Turtles.
You talking about our sleeping, the way we sleep with the wrap.
Well, that's the up way usually. But then y'all be styling it up and doing it the Ninja Turtles way with it tied in the back. That looks good too.
So you're talking about an actual head wrap. You're not talking about a wrap. Like
the first one, tied up is a wrap. And then it seems like they take that same one and they're like, all right, I'm not wrapping my hair up to sleep, but I might fight Shredder later or something. So they put it like a do-rag with it flying in the back, and that looks good too.
Okay. So you're not talking about like a press, like a silk. When you talk about silk wrap, the actual hair is the style is a silk wrap, not the actual like silk
she didn't mean
scarf.
I meant a wrap. Yeah. what hairstyle is a wrap?
So it's basically when your hair is down, it's straightened, like a silk press.
That's called a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
That looks good too.
Yeah.
I like the straight.
It's really nice.
So the bob.
And then you wrap it up at night. So we comb it all to one side. Some people have to use clips, others don't. You put clips in, then you put your silk scarf on. Depending on if you use clips or not. After you tie it how you want, you slide the clips out from the bottom, and that's how you sleep.
That's like an elegant way that be bringing a lot of good attention to the face. Like a woman's face looks a lot nicer because like I think it might be all the colors and stuff like that. And it's like elegantly tied in the front like Tupac. Really
and the silk scarves are really good for your hair. But sometimes, like, if we're not going anywhere for the day, we're not taking our hair down. So we'll leave the silk scarf on for around the house. You don't take that down until you're actually leaving the house. So that's probably why you guys are used to that.
First guy had a great entry.
This guy said the back of your head in a ponytail. So he's talking about a low, I think he's talking about a low ponytail. Low ponytails are a vibe. I never do them because I feel like my head is too big.
You know, ponytails work everywhere except at an angle. High and back, even middle back. Like I've seen a lot of ponytail styles that were great. I think once you angle it, you start looking a little crazy. Feel like people purposely style crazy people with the side ponytails and stuff like that. But yeah.
But you're not talking about pigtails. You're talking about one ponytail. Because y'all love pigtails.
Pigtails are dope. I like poof pigtails too.
Oh, you like Afro puffs and pigtails? Okay, Pat.
Froze are like when a woman has style, froze are fire. The only time that people talk shit about froze is when it's like not together, you know, and it's which, you know.
Well, when it's dry, we need them juices and berries. I know my fro.
It was juicy, or was it?
I have to keep it moisturized, or else it looks dry and brittle. I don't like that. Braids, long ones. Dreadlocks.
Braids are just every type of braids. Wait, you talking about like vacation braids?
Well, he just said braids, long ones.
Goddess braids. Goddess braids, fire.
That's your thing.
Braids and goddess braids are the shit.
Is that your favorite?
It's up there.
Okay, well, I need you to think of your favorite.
I know I don't have a favorite.
Really?
No. Because hair is so versatile, and unless you're like me and just have one style, one hair that's just like my hair,
Mm-hmm.
up down. That's my styles.
Mm.
It's like it changes, and I think that hair complements women differently.
Mm-hmm. I know that I have a favorite style on me, for sure. With all the hairstyles that I do, because I'm constantly changing up, because I love to be versatile with hair. But there's definitely one that I always come back to.
I noticed that dudes who have like a favorite hairstyle, if you look at all their exes, they look exactly the same. If you notice that, like when you have a one hairstyle that you like, I think that you tend to just like a lot of similarly looking people.
That's kind of a telltale sign of if she likes you. If you tell her like your favorite hairstyle and she goes out and gets it and constantly gets it, that's a telltale sign that she
nail
likes
polish
you.
too.
If she asked you what color should I get my nails done,
which is a sweet question because I have very boring answers. But it's just like, I'm glad
Really?
you care about what I think, but it's like do what you want.
yeah, I only, and sometimes most of the time, I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
But if he's like, oh, the same that you have right now, and I'm about to go get my nails done, I'd be like, nope. I'm not doing the same.
Why not?
I don't want to do the same. If I'm going to the nail shop and I got to sit there and they drilling and doing all this stuff, I'm not going to get the same thing. I have like 3 different things that I switch up. So I'm going to switch it up because it looks good. I have short right now because I'm learning to play the piano.
Sometimes I be eating the same food back to back. If something's good, I'll be like, I want that exact same thing the next time I eat.
Yeah, true. But that food is not staying on your hands for 2 weeks.
I was just throwing that in there.
I'm just telling you the difference.
I know.
This guy showed a picture.
Okay,
the frohawk.
The frohawk.
He said any version of the frohawk. That's some sexy ass shit right there. Whether it be with braised sides, shaved sides, pinned up sides, it don't matter. I love this look on our black queens. Yeah, I love the frohawk. My frohawk. Pretty valid.
I've seen some very, very, very arousing women do that, and I've seen it work, but it's not my favorite.
I'll show a picture of mine.
Your frohawk?
Uh-huh.
You got to work on your wink. People are going to be worried about you.
Okay, wait. Let me do it again.
That was better.
Okay.
Can't be looking in the camera and twitching.
Hey, boy.
Hey, boy? You a slave master's wife?
Damn, just follow me.
Hey, boy.
I didn't say, hey, boy.
What's going on? You hot out here?
I said, you got to smooth it out a little, Pat. I said, hey, boy.
Let's go on to the next hairstyle.
Oh, my God. He said, short hair, don't care. Locks is top tier. Short hair?
Locks.
Locks. So that seems to be your favorite because you ain't responded like that before.
I said the same about a bunch of stuff.
You went like this.
Can I have different reaction? What, you want me to have the same reaction animation? Oh!
I'm saying it was a more.
I'll try to keep it all consistent.
No, I'm glad you like it.
Locks be sexy.
A lot of responses got locks.
Man.
A lot.
I got locks, so it just be locks all over the place. Then the locks connect like Avatar.
Okay, and what happens? Do you guys fuse together? You can fucking see her soul and shit.
The locks start fucking.
And then when you dog her out, she goes crazy. She goes crazy because you guys
locks attached, and I just whip her around the room.
Had a soul connection. I can't lock with nobody else.
Just fucking fling her around.
So stupid. Pixie cut, undercut, box braids, sister locks. This guy put up a diagram.
Ooh.
Bantu knots, goddess braids, pineapple puff, Senegalese twists, Afro puffs, natural afro, box braids. I'll show you so you can.
Goddess braids, check. Bantu knots, check.
You like Bantu knots?
I do.
Really?
Natural fro, check. I didn't know it was called pineapple puff. I like pineapple puff. Senegalese twists. I don't think I've seen that a lot. I know what style that is, but I don't remember ever talking to a woman that had that. Afro puffs. Those are the okay, so Afro puffs and pineapple puff. I didn't know that they were labeled like that, but I like both of those. And then box braids. That looks a little poetic justice-y.
Yeah.
I like that one. Can't beat the natural fro, though. I would say on this list, goddess braids.
The natural fro? Really? I love this.
Dang, this is tough. This is really tough. I would say my top two would either be goddess braids and pineapple puff, or goddess braids and box braids. Only because locks aren't on here.
Okay.
I like that. I like that diagram. You should save that.
I am. It's going to be up for the threadheads.
I don't know if people are gonna start being like, those aren't Senegalese twists. Those aren't box braids. Those aren't Afro puffs. You know how.
Are you talking about?
People be dogging anything.
Were you talking about this hairstyle?
I
don't know what this hairstyle is called, but
it's very
this
early.
guy said that drives him nuts.
I saw that way more in the early 2000s.
Okay.
But I like all those. What's your favorite?
And then another favorite amongst the men was the ponytail, which leads me to mine. The
That's
ponytail.
yours.
I always go back
High or low?
to high, exactly how I have it now.
High pony.
Except I'll put different ones on. And you've seen them throughout this podcast, throughout my life.
Question. Because we just talked about how Kim Kardashian wore braids, and everybody was like, she invented the braids. Did Ariana Grande do that with the high ponytail?
No. She's not old enough.
What?
She's not old enough to have invented the high ponytail.
That's what I'm saying. So did she do that same thing with the high pony that Kim Kardashian did?
No, she didn't get that credit.
She didn't?
No, she didn't get credit for.
It seems like everybody credits Ariana Grande for that, and I was like, dang, I've been
that
seeing
is her coined look because supposedly what I have heard in the past was that she had thinning in the middle of her hair, so she always wore her hair in a ponytail.
Interesting.
So
I thought that she was like the Kim Kardashian of that style.
not that I know
Kinda
of.
took it over.
If she
Everybody
was,
just like, she invented it.
if she was, I don't know anything about that.
She invented it.
But I go high ponytail, braids, individual braids, half up, half down. Half up, half down might be, I don't know. It's between half up, half down and ponytail. I love braids, and I recently started doing the goddess braids. And I really, really like those goddess braids.
Shout out to the goddess braids.
Yeah, they looked really good. So I'm actually about to get another set.
Goddess braids, it seems like hairstylists are really good at them because I'd be seeing random people getting them and they look better, you know. So, and there'd be a lot of hairstyles that you could, you know, you got to go to certain. You got to go to your peoples to do because some people do them better than others.
What I love about the goddess braids that I've been getting is that I didn't do this with the black hair, but with the blonde hair ones, I got a lower quality curly hair so that over time it would dread up. And so it was...
started getting natural dreads in there?
So it was the braids and the dreads, and then you can put like jewelry in them, like you have those gold clasps. I put shells in them, little puka shells, and
you giving
gold
away free game.
Yeah, and they looked so beautiful. So yeah, I thought it was really cool how they showed out with the hairstyles that they liked. And I wasn't expecting them to pick all black hairstyles, but they pretty much, I think locks may have been the front runner.
The
locks
favorite.
and goddess
Locks
braids.
wasn't on that,
Right. Locks, goddess braids, and ponytails seem to be.
I think that's a good top 3. Locks, goddess braids, ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. I liked that.
No sex.
Huh?
No sex.
No sex this episode. That's really
No
good.
sex.
I see that. All right. Well, shout out to black women and their beautiful hairstyles.
Thank you.
But now we're going into a place where black people hate in general the ocean.
Under the sea.
Underwater.
Under the sea.
Where our hair does not thrive, but mysteries do. That's a good ass. That was one of my best transitions. All right. So here we go. Crazy ocean mysteries. All right, I'm going to try to get through this. So this is a thread on Twitter. This is by Conspiracy Theory Threads. It's a great place to,
very nice.
great page to follow. Gives a little background. It says the ocean is full of mysteries. Those large bodies of water are home to an infinite number of strange creatures and bewildering phenomena. The average ocean depth is 14,000 feet deep, which leaves a lot of room for the mysterious, the mythical, and everything in between.
There's a whole nother world down there.
14,000 feet is scary as hell.
Even touched, right? That's heavy.
The ocean is 95% unexplored, unknown, unseen by human eyes. Every time we go off on an expedition, we see something new or something believed to be new. So here are some of the stories of the ocean's greatest mystery. That was said by Fred Gorell. All right, so there's a few on here that I want to do. Okay, I'm gonna try to do all of them. We're gonna try to go all the way.
Let's go through.
All right, so number 1 is the 4 submarine disappearances of 1968. This was a bad year for submarines. In 1968, 4 separate submarines from different countries completely vanished. There's the USS Scorpion, the INS Darak, the Minerve, and the K-129. That's 1 U.S. Submarine, 1 Israeli submarine, 1 French submarine, and 1 from the Soviet Union. Theories around the unrelated disappearances vary from accidental torpedo self-firing. I didn't know you can do that.
You shot yourself with a torpedo? God, it was like facing downward, and somebody lit it.
I would have felt so dumb.
Wow.
Torpedo self-firing to attacks kept under wraps by the government. All 4 missing subs still have no explanation, and considering how deep the potential remains could have sunk, an explanation might never arrive. So just 4 submarines, different countries, same year. Just
where? They're just in different parts of the ocean, or
bad year for submarines. 4 completely different countries, separate submarines, different countries, just vanished, and they don't know if it's all related or all separate. But here's the juicy stuff: cannibal shark in Australia. This is possibly the only thing scarier than a shark is a cannibal shark. It says after scientists recovered a tag that had been tracking a 9-foot great white, they discovered something surprising. The shark had suddenly dove 1,903 feet.
Get out of here.
And the temperature on the tag went from 46 degrees to 78 degrees Fahrenheit.
78? At 1,900 feet?
The tag. Yep. The tag got hot as hell.
What?
The only way the temperature could change that swiftly is if the shark had been eaten by something larger.
Whoa.
It's not entirely uncommon for a shark to eat another shark, though the instances surrounding this great white are still murky.
What? I don't know why
That's
I'm more
scary
like
as shit.
flabbergasted at it being 78 degrees.
Maybe that's how hot it is in a shark tummy.
Woo. Right.
That is scary. It's like the only other thing is that it was eaten by something bigger and we don't know what.
So it dove and the temperature of whatever ate it was 78 degrees.
Some ate it and then went deep. Big deep.
Jeez. That's wild.
Okay, I am gonna get through all these.
Bigger?
These are little bite-sized conspiracies. I like it. Number 3, the Atlantis of Japan. The lost city of Atlantis is a favorite among mystery buffs and conspiracy theorists. Japan might have a similar story of its own. In 1986, a local diver from an island south of Japan discovered a large section of underwater formations. The structures looked like castle ruins. There were 5 temples, a stadium.
Oh, wow.
And a triumphal arch. Never seen that word, triumphal. But there's a little arch.
Okay.
Some believe that they are ruins of an ancient city buried by a powerful earthquake. Others call the structures natural and a classic case of basic geology because of the way the sandstone breaks. You got a natural stadium?
That's wild. How does it say how deep in the ocean it is?
Doesn't say how deep. But if there's only 2 possibilities, either that was a city that sunk like Atlantis or Bikini Bottom. If I saw a natural structure that was a stadium,
I really thought you were still reading. I did not know.
You see a natural stadium for where fish could go and see football games? That's SpongeBob.
Bikini Bottom, Patrick.
That sounds like SpongeBob. Well, maybe not temples. I didn't see a lot of religious stuff in SpongeBob.
No.
But a stadium there was.
Were there any pineapple houses?
Maybe they're just pineapples.
If we see any of those, then you might be onto something.
I've never heard of this one, but it sounds interesting. The Milky Sea phenomenon. Sailors of yore.
How you spell that?
Y-O-R-E.
Okay.
I guess, is that like lore?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just say lore.
I'm
just not saying anything. How about sailors used to tell tales of suddenly encountering pale, milky, glowing waters.
Ooh.
I know the jokes that are coming with this.
Oh yeah, you swimming in that
Coming
white water.
As it turns out, it wasn't just a fisherman's tale. In 1995, a British merchant vessel documented that the sea looked milky white. Modern scientists have discovered that luminous bacteria or bioluminescent dinoflagellates.
Nice.
Is it flagellates? Flagellates?
I've never heard that word before.
Something.
And I'm not looking at it. So.
But it's bioluminescent. It's the source of the glow. And though it was all still theoretical at the time of 2005, a follow-up study concluded that the bacteria glows to attract fish so that it can be ingested and live inside of it. The bacteria gathers in trillions, but scientists still don't know what caused such a massive bacteria population explosion. There are still far more questions than answers surrounding milky seas. But we've gained a new sense of how we truly do not know about Earth.
So the bioluminescent, I remember in San Diego, around San Diego, it was really coming up ashore. Do you remember that glowing water? People went to go see it. So it's pretty much the same thing as that, right?
Yeah, so it happens a lot. There's a lot of TikTok videos of people like putting their hands in the water and it's glowing. It looks like Tron. There's also some beautiful ones of dolphins swimming through it, and they look like all neon. I actually got a chance to see it in Malibu.
Did you?
Yeah, it was really, really dope. It was dark, and the every time the waves crashed, you saw it. It wasn't as strong as it was in those TikTok videos because those went viral. But I did get a chance, and it is amazing. Like if there was ever like a time of the year where it was like really prominent, I would highly suggest it because it's very, very
wild, though.
very
That's
cool.
like, hell, look at me, I'm glowing. Come eat me,
Right, and then you're just living in the belly. That's crazy. That's kind of how money works, right?
What?
Like a nigga put on ice. It's like, hey, come eat this dick.
I thought you were staying away from.
I tried my hardest. Okay,
wow.
I almost did it too. If it wasn't for you meddling kids. You know a lot of people think, speaking of pale milky waters, I'm sure everybody already made the semen jokes. They say that because of the amount of gallons that a whale comes every ejaculation, and how only a little bit of it gets into the mommy whale, since we're keeping it PG. They say that's why the ocean's salty. I'm sure that's been debunked,
That
but
is nasty.
even though the white frothy stuff that people be playing in, they say that's a whale jizz.
Ugh. You've seen that one video where it's just a guy just frolicking in it?
Yeah, there's but it's not like the
But
normal.
it's kind of like white and brown.
It looks like a those parties that be with all the soap suds and stuff. It's like that thick, and people are like, and then some weird looking guy comes like, "Do you know that this is whale semen?" And I don't think it is, but it's funny theories.
Ugh. That's why the ocean is salty.
That's why the ocean. If you ever got ocean water in your mouth, and was like whale jizz.
I thought that was human.
Whale jizz.
Urine. Everybody be peeing in the ocean, boy.
All right. The last one is the Bermuda Triangle, but everybody knows about the Bermuda Triangle.
So, the salty ocean. Do you think that it's salty everywhere? Because I don't think it might not be salty everywhere.
You don't think the ocean is salty everywhere?
It might not be. I mean, 95% of it is unexplored. So, so it might not.
I mean,
be.
I can't say that doesn't make sense.
I haven't gone swimming in like Bora Bora or, places like that. But I wonder if the water, I don't know, might not be salty everywhere, which would suggest that we're the problem.
That's a theory.
It's a theory.
A game theory.
It's a theory. I wonder if the salt is just due to nasty
That would be
parts.
interesting. That there's parts of the world where this is delicious. This water is Evian.
Evian.
This is where they get that shit.
Might be that super clear ass water.
Well, speaking of salty, my fact has to do with snails.
Oh.
Lonely snails.
Did you see that one snail? I think I sent you the snail where he was
In the face?
zoomed in and he was like, I'm going to send that so you guys can see it too.
Well, that snail might have been a little happier than the snail I'm talking about.
Oh, damn.
I'm talking about Jeremy the snail.
Jeremy.
It's a very sad story.
Oh, man.
In 2017, scientists began a global search to find a mate for Jeremy, a rare left-coiled snail. Since his shell coiled in the opposite direction of most snails, his organs couldn't align with others. So he had a hook to the wrong side.
Yeah.
Couldn't mate.
It was like a hook downward.
So here's the crazy part. He has a weird shell, can't mate. There's a global search for a mate. Let's get Jeremy the snail laid, right?
We on.
They find 2 contenders.
Period.
They find 2 other snails with the left coil.
Come on now.
We got a little situation, maybe a love triangle, maybe a little snail threesome. You know what I'm saying?
Ah, I know where this is going.
2 contenders were found, but they mated with each other instead of Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy. They left my boy out to dry.
Jeremy got the blue shells.
I'd have told him just put the magnifying glass on me.
Put salt on him.
Put salt and a magnifying glass on me. Just.
You think any black kids killed snails growing up with lorries? You think lorries could kill a snail? Cause you know how like crazy white kids be like using the umbrella girl.
If you're a black kid and you took your mama's lorries out the house to sprinkle on a snail,
but it smelled a little good,
both of y'all lost your lives.
Dang, that's true.
Cause I wouldn't dare take my mama's lorries outside to play with. Are you crazy?
Snail probably be like,
You think it tastes itself and it's like, it's gotta go. It's gotta go.
Or maybe little Hispanic kids were using Goya.
You're getting worse and worse. Worse. Is it my turn? It's my turn.
It's your turn. Hit us with the facts.
Going with something
Hit us with the
horrible.
facts.
Child marriage is currently legal in 43 U.S. states.
God damn.
Delaware, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, and Rhode Island have a minimum age of 18 with no exceptions. But the rest.
Oh, those were lists where it was not allowed.
Right.
Okay, I was like, New York, damn. That was a short list.
Why isn't California on this list?
That was a very short list.
Yeesh.
Man, so my fact was Jeremy the Snail. You're like, oh, Jeremy the Snail, I raised you child marriage.
Child marriage. That's horrible. Why is that not outlawed? But I be feeling kind of weird when I watch those shows, those like medieval shows, and it's like,
that's why I was done with Game of Thrones.
Marrying them off at 14 or 12. And it'd be
it's a lot of family stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of weird.
But, I mean, you said you were done with Game of Thrones. You didn't?
In the first episode, there was brothers and sisters smashing, a lot of incest.
Yeah, it's tough. It's a lot of those.
Yeah.
It's tough. But I will say, I think a lot of that was going on in, like, for real history,
right.
So...
child marriage is only weird when one is an adult.
I feel like it's weird either way.
I mean, if two 10-year-olds were getting married, you'd be like, oh, like, I do,
No, I don't.
I was just finding
It's not cute.
I was just finding a way to joke about it that was still on the line.
It's like, what the fuck are they gonna do? Like, why are they married? Their brains aren't even like close to being fully developed.
But I mean, it's a funny concept, right? Like a little 10-year-old that's fed up with bills. Like, I need another job, damn it.
Right. That was how life
they
was.
cut my hours at the sippy cup factory.
Sippy cup.
Damn it, I needed apple juice.
You saw those, I think it's the Haribo commercials where it's like little kids in suits around the conference table. It's crazy.
Specific.
But that reminds me.
Nothing kills a joke about a vague reference that nobody knows. To hear me doing that.
You don't know about the Haribo commercials with the kids in the suits?
No.
No? Oh, shit. Damn, Pat.
Momentum. Brick wall.
Damn. You tore my shit up. I'm out of here, man. That's been another
It's
episode.
It's like that time that the podcast ended abruptly.
Thick Threads. This has been another episode of Thick Threads. I've been your host, Persephanii.
And I'm Patrick.
I did not do that.
And I'm Patrick. Bye.
Bye.